Welcome back to Usapang Bayan. Ako po ang inyong host na si George Chua at kasama natin ang ating guest ngayong gabi na si Congressman Bong Belaro. Congressman Bong, no? Alam niyo ho, nabanggit niyo nga na talagang gusto niyo ipagpatuloy ang laban sa Kongreso, no? Kaya ho kayo ay nag-file uli ng inyong candidacy, no? And also the other representatives, no? Ano ho pa ba ang ibang agenda niyong binabalak dito sa darating nating Kongreso?
Nung kami po ay kapafile pa lang, naalala ko, Sir George, in-interview po ako ng isang representative from the media. And tinanong ako, on the spot, ano po ba ang gagawin niyo sa darating na kongreso kung kayo ay ma-re-elect ulit? O sinabi ko, tututukan ko po yung pagpapalawig ng lisensya ng mga professionals. Kasi po ngayon, I believe that yung 3 years lang po, 2 to 3 years lang yung coverage ng mga renewal, yung mga licenses. It goes for the teachers, the accountants, the medical technologists, the doctors, the nurses, and all the engineers in all the professions in this country. Yun po ay, for example, if you are an OFW, you are based abroad, and you will be faced with the hassle of coming back here to renew your license. I think it doesn't make sense to make it very short. Yung tao ay nagre-recover pa lang ng investment tapos babalikin mo na kaagad. I think it makes sense to prolong it.
At saka nagiging napakalaking burden sa gobyerno niyan. Eh alam naman ho natin, sa haba na lang ng pila, kahit saan government agency ka magpunta, ay talagang it drains government resources, no? Dahil kasi napakaiksi nung renewal period, no, for their professional licenses. Naalala ko ho, kagaya nung sa driver's license ngayon ho, 5 taon na.
Tama
so,
po.
Maganda yun.
Ako rin po pala isa sa mga author nung luna yon na nagpapalawig ng driver's license. If we did that for the drivers, why not for the professionals in the country?
Dapat iboto ko na kayo.
Salamat po.
Dahil kasi kakarenew ko lang nga ho ng aking driver's license at nakita ko na 5 taon na. Dahil kasi sa totoo lang naman ho, hindi mo naman malilimutan kung paano mag-drive after a few years na kailangan mo pang kumuha uli ng panibagong lisensya.
May kaakibat na issue yun, Sir George. Yun po yung continuing professional development. Alam niyo po, mga kababayan, meron po tayong batas na nagmamandato, I think it's authored by Senator Trillanes, na lahat po ng professional, bago makapag-renew ng license, ay kailangan po mag-undergo ng mga continuing professional development seminars.
I know that yung sa mga CCPAs, kagaya yan, meron yun.
Lahat po, halos lahat po ng mga professional boards na kailangan ng accreditation, yun po ay batas ngayon. Ito po ay naging source of corruption.
Correct.
Ito po ay naging source din ng katakot-takot na expenses on the part of the teachers. Imagine, ang teachers, ganito ang kita niya. For example, ang basic is 20 to 21,000. Tapos, i-require mo siya na mag-attend ng mga seminars na ang gagastusin niya ay mga 3,000 to 5,000.
Baka hindi lang yun. Dahil kasi
And isa pa, Sir George, yan po ay pupunta sa malalayong lugar. For example, you are based in a far-flung area, somewhere in Region 5. Tapos pupunta ka sa Manila just to get these CPD units. Where is the justice there? Ang dami-dami ng pinagagawa ng teacher, ang dami ng pinagagawa, tapos papatungan mo pa ng isa pang layer para lang makapag-renew ng license. I think that is suppression, pure and simple.
Dapat magkaroon sila ng online na lamang.
Yan po,
online
ang mga
training. Tama-tama, may free wifi na.
Yes, sir. So sabi ko nga po, this is a seamless development which requires multi-concerted efforts from all the stakeholders in Philippine society. Ang proposal po namin dito, Sir George, is that kailangan po ay gawing free.
Tama.
Free. And number 1, number 2, it should be a state responsibility. Ibig sabihin, at no cost, give it at no cost to the professional. Kasi trabaho po yan, interest po yan ng Estado na gawing updated yung ating mga professionals. So the state should give it free. How do we do it? Dapat po maging each agency of the government should be required to conduct their own CPD in-house. For example, the DNR should give CPD, continuing professional development seminars to their employees. The same with the teachers. Siguro po, ang proposal nga namin, i-credit na yung mga existing seminars ngayon, hindi pwede. Siguro sobra-sobra na yun. Kaya wala nang siguro kailangan nating basihan because in connection with our Philippine qualifications framework, may mga basihan tayo, mga point system, mga competencies. Ito po ay inline dito.
Para ma-recognize sa ibang
ma-recognize lang po natin, only for recognition.
So, maganda ho yan, maganda ho yan. Yung basic concept na pahabain ang mga validity periods
At gawing free po yung CPD.
At gawing free. Napakaganda ho niyan. Kagaya nan ho, for example, yung naalala ko rin nga pala, yung passport, no?
Opo.
10 taon na ngayon.
Opo.
Isipin niyo yung laking ginhawa ng mga taga-probinsya natin na kailangan pang biyahe dito o kung saan may DFA office para makakuha lang ng passport. Eh kung tutuusin naman, miski sa ibang bansa, eh ang validity period ng passport ay napakahaba rin naman talaga. Dahil kasi hindi naman common magbago-bago ng citizenship ang tao. Hindi ho ba?
Ang isa po kasing argument diyan during mga hearings namin is that it's also one source of revenue by the government. But I think given all these inconveniences, I think it is legitimate that the government should direct the sourcing of its revenue from somewhere else, not to these activities that should oppress the people. For example, securing of licenses na mga ganyan po. Dapat iba na lang ang pagkakitaan ng gobyerno.
Actually, tama ho kayo dyan. Alala ko lang ho yung recently na pinagmamalaki ng gobyerno na napakalaki na ng nakokolektang dividendo sa mga state-owned companies, no? Yung mga government corporations, 40 billion plus yata yung dividendong nakuha nila. Pero kung iisipin nyo, lahat ho yan ay kinuha sa taong bayan. Kagaya ng yung mga airport authority, yung mga marina, ganyan. Yan ho ay talagang kinukuha rin sa ating mga kababayan na gumagamit ng serbisyo ng gobyerno para lang yung mga supervisory or security, kinuha rin ho sa tao. So parang hindi rin counterproductive rin yun na pinahihirapan mo yung tao para malaki ang iyong mga dividendong madi-declare but at the cost or expense of the citizenry. Karamihan naman ang gumagamit dyan, hindi naman masasabi natin napakayaman ng mga tao rin. So maybe that's something you can also look at para mapalitan lang yung framework ng pag-iisip nila tungkol sa dividends ng government corporations. So, aside from the continuing education na gusto nyong gawing accessible, no, at saka affordable, ano pa ho yung mga ibang advocacies na ipopursue nyo?
We said it before. We will work for quality education, which is not only globally competitive, but also locally sensitive.
Ano ho ibig sabihin ng locally sensitive?
Locally sensitive education is that it should be sensitive to the requirements of the national economy.
I see.
It should be sensitive to the requirements of the industry. Kasi bakit ho tayo kumukuha ng edukasyon? Dapat may purpose yan. That is why we are in Congress, because we stand for empowering education. A locally sensitive education also sensitive to the divergence across the regions. It's also sensitive to gender. It's also sensitive to the conditions of our brother minorities. For example, we are calling for the establishment of Bureau of Madrasa Education to cater the needs of our Muslim brothers. So this is what we need by an education which is locally sensitive.
So ang ibig yung sabihin, dapat ini-educate natin ang ating mga kabataan doon sa mga papakinabangan nilang mga careers.
Yes, sir. Because
Kasi kung walang demand sa kanila, wala rin pupuntahan silang negosyo.
Quality education, sir, in the fourth industrial revolution does not only mean quality, it's more complex. It takes note of the layers of realities in the national setting. And you have to be sensitive to these things. And quality should take into consideration diversity. The diversity of the various stakeholders in Philippine society.
I see. So basically what we want to make sure of is that parang we attune the needs of the local economy with the manpower requirements.
Tama po yan. Tama po yan. Kasi dapat the education may purpose siya for yourself, for your family, and for the country.
Ano ho naman ang impression nyo dun sa sinatawag nilang legislated minimum wage? Dahil kasi ang nangyayari ho, ang mga employers ay nawawalaan na ng parang ability to provide adequate rewards or meritocracy. Dahil kasi pareho-pareho sila. Kailangan i-increase ng ganito. Hindi ho ba actually marami hong mga negosyong nahihirapan. At saka yung mga tao natin, ang mga laborers, ay hindi na i-incentivize to work harder. Dahil kasi alam naman nila na pag nag-increase ng minimum wage, sama ho sila.
Alam niyo po, ako po, nahuli ko po ang puso ni Sir George kasi siya po ay isang negosyante na paghirapan talaga ang kanyang kabuhayan. At ako po ay nakipagsimpatiya din sa mga entrepreneurs all over the country na mayroon sila mga misgivings sa ganitong klase ng batas. Pero ito po ay batas na ngayon. Ang ano ko lang po dyan ay maghinay-hinay po siguro ang ating kongreso, ang ating pamahalaan kasi it's not just a simple way of increasing the salaries of our workers, but it is also be sensitive to the effect of the increase in salary to the other sectors of our
Correct.
economy. Kasi sabi nga po dyan, why kill the goose that lays the golden eggs? So ako po, hindi naman po ako against the increase per se. But ang sinasabi ko po, it might work for certain industries, it might work for certain companies, pero hindi po siguro lahat. May mga, in fact, under the labor code, there are also exceptions for the satisfactions of the basic. Ito po, as a lawyer, I am speaking this way, na nakalagay po, hindi naman po yung general terms na kailangan magkaroon ng ganitong mga kondisyones. May mga exception din po yan. Ang sinasabi ko lang po, there should be restraint in the outright passage of these kind of laws. But definitely, I am for the increase in salaries. But dapat po maghinay-hinay kasi we should not, a law is not, ang danger po kasi dyan, a law is uniform. It goes for everybody. But if a law does not take into consideration the nuances of the various stakeholders in society, that is dangerous.
Alam niyo po, malapit na tayong magtapos ng ating programa, no? And they say, time flies when you're having fun, no? Maybe I can turn you over to our viewers, no, your voters, para kung ano ho ang mensahe nyo para naman sa pagdating ng eleksyon ay maalala nila yung ating party list at kayo. Sige po, pwede nyo i-address yung ating audience.
Thank you, Sir George, for the opportunity for having me guest in your top-rated show. Ako po ay nagkapasalamat din po sa taong bayan. And sabi ko nga po, I'm happy to report that in the 17th Congress, marami na po tayong nagawa. And we have filed already 701 bills to date. And marami po siguro tayong magagawa if this is the basis of what we can accomplish kung kami po ay pagkakatiwalaan pa sa Kongreso. Gusto rin po namin pagkasalamatan yung lahat ng mga teachers, mga parents, out-of-school youth, sa lahat po ay sumuporta sa aming advocacy through all these years. Meron po kaming mga nakabinbin na mga bills na gagawin sa Kongreso. Other thing po, nakalimutan ko kanina, is that we are committing ourselves to promote equity among the various stakeholders of our educational system. Kasi po, ang una pong casualty ng pre-college education ay po mga private schools. I think we have to give them a fair share in the educational system. Doon po sa sistema ng edukasyon ay protektahan po din natin kasi under the Constitution po, dapat complementary po yung public and private school system. And siguro, it is about time that we tap all the associations of state universities, private universities. Dapat po pa-strengthen natin yung network nila instead of being reduced to a mere associations for sports competitions. I think it's about to empower them. In fact, I am proposing that they made part of the regional development councils para po yung kailang mga proposals ay may konsidera ng taong bayan para po there would really be a real and substantial connection between the academe and industry. So ito po, education is like cooking. It's interconnected. And makaano po dito is an investment in the long haul. So with all these na mga kailangan pa nating tutukan, siguro po maintindihan niyo kung bakit gusto po naming tumakbo pa ulit at humingi ng suporta sa taong bayan para po kami ay ma-extend. So salamat po muli at ito po si Congressman Bong Belaro na nagsabi po na ang tunay na pag-asa ay nasa edukasyon.
Maraming pong salamat sa ating guest ngayong gabi na si Congressman Bong Belaro at ako po ang inyong host dito sa Usapang Bayan. Please watch our future episodes. Good night.